How's everybody going? I see liberalism is a cult. I see Kurt. Let me know if you guys can hear me in the stream here. I've been changing a few things on the back end. That's why you're seeing just the static image here. Hey, I can hear myself on my phone on my monitor, so things are looking good. Sean Parker, how you doing? I'll be up in a second. We're just making a couple final behind-the-scenes updates just to make sure everything is working as it should be. Here, we can do this. How about that? Hey, everybody. Welcome to the live stream. You can barely hear me. How is the game music? Rage Zone, okay. Give me a second here. See, my audio is coming through fine on my phone. Well, let me do this. Let's kind of switch things around a little bit. Tell me if that's any better there. We're dropping down the music volume a little bit, see if that doesn't overblast your ears and everything. And then you might just have to turn up your speaker and everything to make sure you can hear me over the game music. Let me see too if I adjust the microphone. Don't want to eat the microphone, but see if this is any better here too. So basically what I'm doing here is, first of all, welcome everybody. It's been far too long. This is our 7,000 subscriber live stream, and doing some Super Mario Kart here. We are playing on a Super Famicom. Actually, you'll see the menu in a second. Should I get a Model 1 Genesis or the Gamer's Tech good enough? Game audio low, Gary low, more volume please. All right, I'm cranked on my end. Well, hang on one second. Let me check one thing real quick here. Yep, I've got my volume cranked all the way, so I'm going to just continue bringing the game volume down. I am changing a few things on the way that I've got the audio set up, where basically I have a monitor in now, so I can hear what's going on. I know the last time I live streamed, people were complaining that that they couldn't hear when they were donating and stuff, and so I got an adapter to go into a USB-C port so I can plug both my headphone and microphone in, so things might be a little bit lower than normal. Let me check one other setting here. Edgar, how you doing? Thanks for coming by. I appreciate you guys and your patience and everything here. Let me do one other thing real quick. Let me see if I can raise my gain on the back end here. Again, I appreciate your guys' patience. Maybe you are talking louder? Well, no, I couldn't tell. I mean, I did move the microphone. I think this is more of a directional mic than an omnidirectional mic, which can make things quite a bit different. Let me open up my settings here real quick. That's my headphone adjustment. Alright, so I'm not going to scream here because I just cranked the volume to 100, but please let me know if this is better. So this is how I'm normally going to talk. So again, I'm changing my audio connections a little bit here. It looks like the VU meter is going a little bit higher, so you guys let me know if you can hear better in the stream or not. Also, let me know if you are seeing any buffering issues or anything like that in the stream too. Because video output just showed as low here, so I don't know what's going on. No, it looks okay. Can't hear anything? Nothing? Okay, Sean, can you can't hear anything at all? Sometimes it just does not pay to experiment, I guess. Well, crap. We may have to pause this and restart it so I can reconnect everything the way it was. Let's see here. Gonna just throw something in here. See, I can hear myself. I got my phone sitting over here, and I can hear everything fine. It's sounding okay to me. Well, we're waiting on an answer there from Sean. Rage Zone asked, should I get a Model 1 Genesis or is the Gamers Tech good enough? The Gamers Tech system is really good. I would honestly say check out the Hyperkin Mega Gen HD as well. That actually has... okay, good deal, Kurt. Just want to make sure Sean's not having issues still, too. Still seeing video output low on my end. You can barely hear anything. Weird. Because I'm hearing everything just fine, Sean. Hang on one second here. We're going to make one quick change. I may have to disconnect my monitor, and that's all that there is to it. So, one moment, guys. You guys are not going to hear anything from me for a moment. It's just going to be the game audio. We are testing. How about now? I can hear myself coming through. And then I can just turn down my monitor here so it doesn't come through and we don't hear anything. Just make sure the audio on your video is up and your piece I hear them fine now. I sound a lot louder on my end now. So that's maybe a trick that I need to mess around with a little bit more on the back end. I'm going to turn off my monitor here. Okay, so yeah, this is much louder. This is, so again, I'll actually disconnect what I had here just so you can kind of see what I was doing. Again, just trying to see if I can make the streams better. Loud noises! So I bought one of these guys here. And basically what it does is takes a USB-C and gives me a microphone and a headphone jack so I could monitor what was going on. Well, we tried it. It didn't work. So this one is going back. This did not work. So welcome everyone to the stream. Thanks for the patience. I do appreciate it. You're getting static now? I'm getting a little bit of a hiss on the back end, but that's about it. Weird. Well, we are going to proceed as we are here, unless anyone has any other complaints. So kind of an update what's going on. So let's go back, first of all, to Rage Zone. He was asking about the Mega Retron HD versus, or not the Mega Retron HD, but the Gamers Tech Mega Gen HD versus a Model 1 Genesis. I would say if you can afford it, I would go with the Model 1 Genesis with HD Retrovision cables. I've got a little bit of a mic hiss, but that's about it. That may actually be the fan from my PC that you're picking up. So that's about it. Let me see if I move the mic a little bit away, too, if that helps. I can sit back a little bit that way, too. So the Mega Retron HD is a really good system. It's got great games compatibility. Sorry, I keep bumping the mic. Great games compatibility. The controllers are really, really good. Nice 10-foot long cable. The aesthetics are nice. I think it does a little bit better job than the Gamers Tech system, quite honestly. And you guys know, watching the channel, I'm a big fan of the Gamers Tech stuff. Going with an actual Model 1 Genesis, the nice thing is you can use things like the 32X and the Mega CD, or the Sega CD. Well, I guess it would be the Mega CD overseas. So I'd say if you're looking to connect peripherals and accessories, go with the Model 1. If you just want a good clean image going to your TV, then the Mega Gen or the Mega Retron HD would be the way to go. Check out CastlemaniaGames.com. I'm not sure if Ryan's got them in stock right now or not. So that's kind of what's going on there. Let's see. Other questions that I missed. Who asked me something? Someone asked something. I know someone asked something. So the Wii is good enough. Edgar said the Wii is good enough for me since I recently bought Metroid Prime and Wii Sport. What I would do too, Edgar, I would highly recommend you search on the interweb tubes for how to install the Homebrew channel. The Homebrew channel is amazing for the Wii, and it's one of those things that it really unlocks the true potential. What I ended up doing with mine is I backed up all of my games to an external hard drive so that basically I have all my Wii games on a video jukebox that I can play as I go along. So that's really nice. So the reason we're playing Super Mario Kart tonight, a couple reasons. First of all, I needed a break and to decompress a little bit. For those who don't follow either on Instagram or on Twitter, we've had some health issues in the family the last couple of days. Good news is everyone is doing fine. Hey, Sean. Sean, you were in here. Sorry about that. It's just one of those things where things happen. Life is what happens when you are busy making other plans, is one of my favorite sayings that I came up with. Good news is it's Ginger who's been a little bit sick the last couple of days. She's in the hospital right now. They're going to discharge her tomorrow. They've got a good course of action and everything, and thankfully it's nothing life-threatening. Or it's just she's been sick and been in pain, and they've got her on a good bout of antibiotics and everything. So it's a good thing. It's just been kind of hard to get content going lately. So that's what's going on there. Did want to let you guys know, too, that, oh, crap, I forgot something. You guys need to discuss what is your favorite version of Super Mario Kart in the chat below, because I have to get something that was one of my Father's Day presents, actually, and I can tell you when I get back how you can get one. So in the chat, what is your favorite Mario Kart? I'll be right back. Don't move. Don't go anywhere. Game ain't easy. How's it going? All right. Let's see. Sega Genesis Model 2 with a Mega Amp that I mod recently since Model 2 is good enough for me. Yep, that's actually what I use. Jason, a.k.a. Vorange, actually donated one of those to the channel here, so that's what I'm playing with right now. Sean, so my Switch had some stuff come up. Yep, I completely understand that. It's... Life happens. Mario Kart 64 is going. Game in 80s, again, how you guys doing? So, I want to share these with you guys. And I want to give those in the chat watching live a chance to win one of these. And I will tell you how to do it here before too long. So these were my Father's Day gifts from the Amazing Ginger. It's like a superhero name. The Amazing Ginger, or a magician. So these are one-up cards for RoXolid Productions. And how you can get these, first of all, is if you see me at an upcoming convention, so I'll be at the Missouri Game Con. I will be at the Southeast Game Exchange. I may be at the Portland Retro Gaming Expo, still trying to figure that out. If you see me, come and talk to me. I will have these with me, and we'll try to give you one and get you set up with one. So, you in the chat right now, there's 13 of you right now. First of all, if you're a Patreon supporter of mine over at patreon.com/RoXolid, you're going to, $1 and up per month. That's all you have to do to support the channel. You will get a free RoXolid Productions 1-up cartridge cleaning card. Actually, you're probably going to get 2 is what I'm going to probably do for the Patreon supporters. But for those of you in the chat right now, come to Korea. Hey, I would absolutely love to come to Korea. That's awesome. So, yeah, we are coming to the Southeast Game Exchange. I will be doing a panel with BP Retro, and we're going to be talking about how to basically clean and maintain not only your games but your systems and how to keep them in good shape. And then I will be actually partnering with Adrian from Live Action Games at the Missouri Game Con. He's going to have a booth there that I'm going to help him out. It's his first time there, my second time, so we'll have these there. But those of you in the chat right now, the first 3 people that tell me the date of the very first video that I posted here on the channel, you will get yourself a 1-up RoXolid cleaning card. So go ahead, post in the chat the first 3 people that I see post. I will go ahead and you will be the winners. Pretty simple and straightforward to go through. So very cool. Like I say, Kurt, I would love to come to Korea. Actually, I want to one day get to Shizuoka, Japan. I for years raced RC. I still do. I race RC cars, and I participated in the Tamiya Championship Series. And in 2001, I had the opportunity to. I almost won the national championship here in the USA. And if you win the nationals, you get an all-expense paid trip to go to the Worlds, which is at Tamiya's headquarters in Shizuoka, Japan. And I missed it by about 18 seconds. I actually got taken out leading in the main event, so it's kind of a bummer. But I would love to do that. Would love to go to Australia sometime. Had a chance for the first time to go to Germany last year in February. So I enjoy that. Everybody in here, I want you to give a round of applause here to my oldest daughter, the girl that I am extremely proud of each and every day, a talented dancer, and extremely just amazing. The beautiful Cassidy Catcher is in the house. And I will tell you, she is an amazing Mario Kart player because she cheats. People race RC boats here, pretty neat. Kurt, one thing that you may find interesting too is that Martin Truex, NASCAR champion, is a big boat racer. Lived in Germany, was a great country. Game and Ain't Easy, that's number 2. Now, Cassie, you get one anyways if you really want one. So we still need 2 more answers here. Gaming Ain't Easy, email me at roxsolidmail@gmail.com. Now, it's just too easy now at this point to cut and paste that date. So that's the first one. The next one is, what is the first clone console that I reviewed on the channel? So that's the next one. What's the first clone? Lies? No, not or about you cheating. You do cheat. You use that damn blue shell all the time. Let's get into the game while we're waiting on this until we check the chat to see what the next answer is. Again, the question is, who or what was the first clone console that I reviewed on the channel? So as you can see here, this is the Super Famicom version. I am using the Hyperkin wireless controller. These are actually really, really nice. So we're going to go to the 50 cc's. You can just bring... Okay, that is easy enough. So one of the things... So each I'm going to kind of give you guys some tips and tricks and whatnot as we go through here. Now, as you may know, each character in Mario Kart basically has, each pair of characters basically has a different strength. So Mario and Luigi, they are, pretty much just the good overall balanced drivers. Princess Peach or Princess Toadstool and Yoshi, great acceleration or improved acceleration but reduced top speed. Bowser and Donkey Kong, because technically that was a 12-year-old, I think, the first time you beat me. So just being honest about that one, I think you're about 15 when you beat me at Madden too. So, and about 7 or 8 when you beat me at Wii Bowling. So, Bowser and Donkey Kong, highest top speed but the slowest to accelerate. And then Toad and Koopa Trooper are the quickest to accelerate, reduced high speed. My personal favorite is either Yoshi or Mario. So we're going to buzz through this, and we're just going to do each one of these as it is. Again, the question we are looking to get an answer to win a RoXolid 1-Up cleaning card is, what clone system was the first one that I reviewed on the channel? Now, one of the reasons why I'm playing this one right now, too, is our boy Solid Nate was streaming this the other night, and he was actually doing it on his NES Classic. Uh-oh, I lost. I hate streaming every once in a while on my OSSC. I just get a black screen. So if you guys see me pause, all of a sudden, it's like my screen is blank. Which kind of sucked because it hadn't done that until just there. So Solid Nate had gone through and he was playing this the other night and he was struggling. And part of the reason being was he couldn't decide if it was better to drift through the corners like that or just to take a regular solid line around the corner. So the best answer to that is it depends on the course that you're on and the cart that you're using. Damn it. Again, the track went blank for a second there. And you guys can tell because pretty much I got off the gas altogether. So the thing with sliding around the corner is it will help you keep your roll speed up. What you need to do is you need to slide before you get to the corner and then straighten out from the middle of the corner out. By doing that, damn it. I may have to switch my settings here in a minute here if this keeps up like that. The main thing that you want to do is you need to maintain what's called your corner speed or your roll speed. And that's basically the speed of the middle of the corner out. All right, Solid Nate, good. You are here. I wanted you to be here. Starting to make yourself look sad. I was 8 and beat you. Yes, because you were damn good at Wii Bowling. Bear with me for a second, guys. I'm going to make a quick change to my OSSC. I apologize. I totally did not mean to crotch shot you guys. I am excited for Luigi's Mansion 3. 1 second here. Hopefully that works better. Sorry about that, guys. Are you seeing it? Or is it flaking out now? Format not supported. That's what I was afraid of. This is one of the reasons why I love my Retro Tank over my OSSC, because it's just plug and play and it just works. Okay, coins are basically used for speed. The more coins that you have, the faster that you will go. And basically you will max out your top speed at 10 coins. This is one of those games that I really hope that Nintendo brings to the Nintendo Online service, because it is just awesome. I would love nothing more than to play this with any of you online right now. Now, Nate, I know that you came in a little bit late here, so we're starting at 50cc. I'm going to kind of duplicate what you did the other night. And again, you guys, I appreciate that, kiddo. I appreciate you guys if you go and check out Nate's stream, because he's got it archived on his channel. Damn it, I just lost the screen again. I may have to switch to my retro tank here because this is getting ridiculous. Now, even with the 50cc carts, it pays to get off the gas to get around the corner. It's kind of like, you know, driving a regular go-kart. Hang on, guys. I'm going to switch to my retro tank because this is garbage right now. So I apologize for this. I'll get my act together here in a moment. Hang on. Let's see. Topic. Who is your favorite Mario Kart character of all time? How about that one? Almost there, guys. Again, I apologize. All right, that should be working now. Of course, Nate. I mean, you're the reason why I'm even doing this in the first place is because you were doing it on your channel. So I'm not gonna take your idea and completely not give you credit for it. All right. So now this is using the retro tank, which it's idiot proof. So this should be a lot better. You guys, you didn't see it on your end. But I was getting where the screen would just randomly go black. And that is a continual problem I have had with the OSSC and any Nintendo system. It's one of the reasons why I really like the retro tank is, quite frankly, it just works. It may not have the rest of the stream. All right, so we're going to continue here. So there, if you saw, I was sliding in mid-corner. I not only straightened out, but I also got off the gas. So that way I could get straightened out for the straightaway. The goal, anytime you're racing, any vehicle, whether you're talking, you know, a video game, whether you're talking an actual go-kart or anything along those lines, is you want to make the straightaways as long as possible and be able to keep your speed up as much as possible. I know a lot of people just, power through the corners and just keep going. Well, if you do that, you're going to go slow. And that's one of the things that it's a hard thing to learn, especially if you get stuck back in the pack or something like that. Your tendencies are always to push to go harder and faster. But more times than not, when you go faster or try to go faster, try to get that extra tenth or two coming through a corner, you actually wind up going slower because what you're doing is you're scrubbing speed. You're not carrying roll speed through the corners. you're making it so the straightaways are not as long, and that hurts. Now, I mean, here, I don't know. Nate, you were a good bit into this when you were doing your stream the other night. But, I mean, I've got 2 of the carts are already lapped. And one of the reasons, too, why I pick Yoshi is the fact that, you know, he's got better acceleration than Mario and Luigi. While he doesn't have as much top end, the acceleration tends to be more important to get you out of the corner, especially if you lose speed or get sideways or something along those lines. So again, for a RoXolid 1-Up cleaning card, I need, the question is, what was the first clone console I reviewed here on the channel? So thanks to all of you who have also messaged me just to kind of say, check in to see how Ginger's doing and whatnot. For those who hadn't heard, she is in the hospital right now with some minor health issues. Well, not minor. She's in a hell of a lot of pain. But thankfully, she'll be coming home tomorrow is the prognosis. Nothing life-threatening. We had actually thought initially it could have been appendicitis. See, that's one of the things with this stage. And Nate, I saw you having a lot of problems with this. Is once you get the bouncing going on, you're kind of screwed. And I know it's also counterintuitive, but don't be afraid to hit the brake. Don't be afraid to let off the gas and kind of get yourself resituated. Now, what bit me there was I was trying to drift like in Mario Kart 8, where I was counter steering, turn left, turn right, turn left, turn right, where this, it's a straight slide. So while there I carried more speed, you can see how much longer it took me to get around the corner, and that bit me again too. Yes, definitely hyped for the TurboGrafx. I've actually been on the lookout for them since for over a year now. I almost bought one last year at the Missouri Game Con and didn't do it. Yep, I've got everything right here, Nate, so it's pretty easy for me to switch. My best friend prefer Mario Kart Wii since he's more competitive than me, since I have more than just... Mario Kart for the Wii is dang good. I know Cassie early on stuck to the motion controls, and I always used the nunchuck and the Wii remote, and she never quite understood why. Hang on a sec. Yeah, Nate, I don't know what's going on because I'm having problems hitting the turbo like you were too. And what I always found with using the nunchuck was the fact that I could do the waggle to be able to do things when the cart was in the air, which was easier for me. Again, thank you all for coming and hanging out. It's been, the last couple weeks have been just tough between doing a lot of working. I announced again at the 2019 Horizon RC Fest, which was kind of sad because the CEO of the company passed away back in, I think Joe died back in January. I think it was after Christmas, and it was just kind of hard not having Joe there. He was always a great person to me, and I always had a lot of respect for him. And then just lots going on with work and here, and I've got stuff that I need to film and review, and just have not had the time. Now, I don't know if you could hear there, but as I came through that corner before the 2 turbos, I was completely off the gas and coasting. we'll get through the back to the chat in a second. But yeah, the TurboGrafx Mini looks super awesome. Oh, that was a shell. I thought there was a Luigi who was small. It may have actually been my own shell. Might say that I was shell shocked. But yeah, it's the one thing with the TurboGrafx Mini is I think I may actually want the Japanese version more, just for Rondo of Blood. I may just get one of each, because it's a super awesome system. I'm also excited for the Genesis Mini too, and that'll be here sooner than later. I do wish we were getting the Tower of Power here in the U.S. like they're getting in Japan. I know it's not functional, but it's just damn cool. For those curious too, I am playing on a basically what you would call a Model 1 Super Famicom. It is not the Super Famicom Junior. We are using HD Retrovision cables, which are of course available through CastlemaniaGames.com, as is the RetroTink that I am now using. It's such a better device than, at least for Nintendo systems, it is a better option, easier option, more foolproof option, and it looks great. I mean, I love the way this system looks going through the RetroTink. Other things I'm hyped for coming up, of course, we've got the Hyperkin had the Admiral out on display at E3, along with the Duck Hunt adapter and everything. I am looking forward to Duck Hunt. But one thing that I don't think enough people knew was that Duck Hunt was actually downloadable and playable on the original Wii, and you used the Wii remote as the gun, and it worked amazing. It was so good. Especially, I did notice a slight difference when you use the Wii Motion Plus controllers. It just was, oh, I drove right into that. It was just that much more precise. All right, Koopaling. We are going to get, I guess he's not a Koopaling, he's just a Koopa Troopa. Let's see. I hope quite interesting on the TurboGrafx Mini, and I hope Splatterhouse is on the TurboGrafx Mini. I have to wait. Yep. Now, I did buy, when I was at the Midwest Gaming Classic, I did buy a copy of Splatterhouse for the NES. It is basically it's the Famicom version, but it's been translated. I can't remember the name of the guy who did it. I saw him at Mo GameCon for the first time. And then Midwest Gaming Classic in Milwaukee. And then up at, there was actually the Bloomington Game Exchange or something like that in Bloomington, Illinois, about a month ago. He's working on some additional translation or some additional products that he can't discuss yet. So that is the 50cc. We're going to go do the 100. And still going to use Yoshi, although next time around, I'm actually going to use either the Koopa Troopa or Toad. Now, one other thing, I know someone had asked earlier, too, what the coins do. And when you get to 10 coins, you get your maximum speed. Here's the other thing. If you hit another cart and you have no coins, you spin out. So it is a bit of a buffer or a shield. Now, the key with this, too, with going around any, racetrack is slow and fast out. You want to, again, make those corners as short as possible and lengthen the straightaways. Ooh, completely missed the apex there. So I'm going to wait on him. Oh! Now, I waited to let him go, and that red shell went behind me instead of in front of me. That's my favorite shortcut on the track here. Just about hit that green shell, too. What titles are you guys all most excited about coming out of E3? I know there was a lot that were basically confirmed. Oh, crap. Get out of the way, Mario! Well, that sucked. You can lose coins. If you get hit by another cart, you lose coins. I was bummed out because, for me, it was a lot of RPGs, which I just don't care for. It was quite a bit of stuff that we had already known about. I was bummed out about the Nintendo press conference simply because there was nothing new except for Banjo-Kazooie coming to Smash, which I just want to see another Banjo-Kazooie game. I don't care about seeing them in Smash. I got someone there. Do me a favor, too, if you guys are in the stream, it would do me a huge favor if you can just go ahead, give it a thumbs up. That definitely helps things out. Still waiting to hear the answer for who, from someone to win a RoXolid 1-Up cleaning card. What was the first clone console that I reviewed here on the channel? And that is something, too, that, like I mentioned earlier, to all $1 up and more Patreon supporters at patreon.com/RoXolid. We'll actually be getting a couple of these in the mail. We, again, with Ginger getting sick over the weekend and whatnot and winding up in the hospital, it delayed my getting things out in the mail, but that is coming. We'll check the chat in a second. Now, again, I want you guys not only to listen to or watch what's going on, but listen to how the throttle and brake are getting modulated going through the corners and how much I'm actually off the power versus on the power. Now, I've got my phone sitting to my side, too, and everything's looking and sounding okay there. If you guys see or hear any issues, please let me know. We'll make adjustments as we see fit. Check Facebook. That's the date, Cassie. The question is, what is the product? So yeah, we will be at the Missouri Game Con coming up later on the first weekend in August. The game plan there is to do a panel talking about bringing the N64 into the 21st century. So we're going to be talking about RGB mods. We're going to be talking about doing the region-free mod. We're going to be talking about some of the awesome controller options that are out there, like the Retro Fighters controllers, like the not Gamers Tech. I'm stuck on Gamers Tech right now. Like the Retrobit Tribute 64s, like the Admiral, like the Brawler 64, like I mentioned. Talking about just a lot of different things that you can do with the N64 to make it a better console today. And it is an amazing system with great games that you can actually do quite a bit to make it even better. 25 years, holy crap, 25 years after the N64 was released, just about. No, it's 23 years because it was September of 96. I want to say that it came out. I was working at Radio Shack at the time, and there was actually a Blockbuster Video in the shopping mall where our store was at. And, oh, you suck. And I would go over to the Blockbuster every day over my lunch hour to play Super Mario 64. Not impressed with what you saw at E3, since stuff I was already expecting. The only thing that was interesting was, yeah. And that wasn't even really an E3 announcement. It just happened to come out during E3 week. All right, so we are tied for the point lead. Cassie, you are correct on Facebook, by the way. So we're looking to see. Finally got it timed out for the jump start there. One other one, too, and I'll take an answer for either one of these for a 1-up RoXolid cleaning card, is what was the first convention that we attended? Let's see. Yeah, Edgar, I pretty much agree. I mean, I got lit up on Twitter because I basically said the same thing, was that, you see Woodhawker, which I love. Wood's a great guy. Smash JT and a bunch of other people were losing their minds over how good they thought E3 was. And if you're not into RPGs, if you're not a Square Enix fan, I didn't think there was a whole lot for me. Now, at least that's the major announcements. I mean, like I say, you had some of the smaller groups that were there. I really want to see more about the Intellivision that Tommy Tellerico is working on. We will be getting one for the Channel 4 review next year. That comes out in late 2020 because it will be the only place where we can play the new Earthworm Jim. One thing, as always, if you are playing this on a flat panel or an HD TV, is you want to make sure that you do have your TV set to game mode. That way you have as little lag or latency, and even using the Hyperkin wireless controller that I'm using here, there's a little bit that gets built in with that too. Correct. So, Cassie, you have 3 cards coming to you because you've gotten them all right. Kurt Lewis, congratulations. Email me, rocksolidmail@gmail.com. Kurt is correct. The first convention we went to was the Missouri Game Con last year. So, and again, those will be, if you guys have not seen them yet, can't quite pause. They are the I am going to give them away. So that's the 1-up cards that we're giving away a couple of. You were 100% right on all 3, Cassie, so congratulations. So these are really cool. These are my Father's Day gifts from Ginger, and of course they're going to be given away. So basically they wind up being your Father's Day. How the hell does that work out? Anyways, Kurt, email me, rocksolidmail@gmail.com with your address information. We will get you your 1-up cleaning card. And then we are still looking for the answer to what was the first clone console that we reviewed here on the channel. Everything seemed to be sounding and looking okay now. We had some technical glitches early on, but I think we've gotten everything straightened out. I don't know if Nate is still in the chat too, if he has gone to do some karaoke, also known as karaoke. Checking to see if Nate, if you've picked anything up, watching kind of what's going on here and some of the ways that we maneuver through the tracks. A lot of the techniques that you use for Super Mario Kart, you can also apply to F-Zero. And really any racing game, but as far as the physics, the physics, I think, between F-Zero and Mario Kart are closer than most people realize. I feel like Will Smith in Independence Day. You did not shoot that green bleep at me. Ooh, that was close. I almost got hung up on the barrier there on the outside. So there, Kurt, you can see too as the Koopa Troopa hit me, it lost me another coin. Well, I've got 17 or 18 here, so I'm okay. Oh, he got me on the inside. Dang it. You remember the stream. Which stream did you remember, Kurt? Because I don't think... Did I do a live stream from the show last year? I know I did a live stream walk from the Midwest Gaming Classic, which was kind of neat. We are going to go through and we will do the... basically all 3 levels here for this stream. And I do appreciate all of you coming and checking things out, too. Don't forget, if this is your first time here, as always, hit that subscribe button. That way you are kept up to date anytime we are streaming. Hit that thumbs up, that like and share button. That definitely helps us out, too. And if you want to, you can always head on over to our Streamlabs page if you want to go ahead and donate. And then the Super Chats are also always open, too. And then for Patreon supporters, patreon.com/RoXolid. For $1 a month, you get early access to our videos when we have them. It'll get better, I promise. Free gifts like the 1-up cards and stuff that we'll be giving away and a whole lot. Edgar, you are correct. Edgar got the 3rd and final one. So, Edgar, email me, rocksolidmail@gmail.com. You have got a 1-up cleaning card coming your way. Yep, the Gamers Tech 8-bit HD was the first clone system that I had that was a hardware-based system. Now, to be fair, the first clone system I owned was the Retron 5. And I still have it. I don't really use it. I hate the controller on it. I'll just say that. And I know a lot of people don't like that system because of the issues with where the source code came from. I don't have an issue with it. Wow. We are stuck in traffic here. Hey, it's a Luigi. But I bought my Retron 5 in like January of 15, I want to say. And it was decent, but I was looking for something that provided a little bit more of an authentic experience. So I started looking into just standalone. Oh, Mario, don't you mess with me, please. A little bit more of an authentic experience. And I knew nothing about any manufacturers at that point. The channel it existed, but I wasn't doing reviews at that time. I really hadn't started posting anything yet because I was trying to figure out what I was going to do with this channel. So I bought the Gamers Tech 8-bit HD and really dug it. From there, we did the Retrobit RES Plus, which was given away to our 500th subscriber on the channel, or not to our 500th channel or subscriber, but once we hit 500 subscribers, we gave one away, and Retrobit was actually that 500th subscriber. Speaking of which, thank you all who have subscribed to the channel. We are now over 7,000 subscribers. It is really appreciated. It's very humbling to think where we have come in such a short period of time. It's one of those where I know some channels look down on, oh, it's only 7,000. Think if you were in a room and you were talking to 7,000 people. It's pretty awesome. And then there's that shortcut there too, that if you have the mushroom, it always makes it for a shorter lap time there. You know what? I'm not liking Toad as much as I was liking Yoshi. And I missed. And now at this point, we have, like I say, over 7,000 subscribers. Between what's available for Patreon exclusive videos and just regularly published videos, we're over 400 pieces of video content that we've posted. I don't know how many hours that breaks down to. Over 1 million views. I think we're at like 1.1 million views at this point. You know, it's really humbling, and I'm very grateful to all of you for watching and for supporting. You know, to my daughter Cassie, who is in here for you know, contributing when the couple times when we've done live streams together, her being a good sport about everything. Ginger for her support in making sure that we do things and keep the channel growing and moving and go to events and do what we need to do to keep the channel growing too. You know, I don't know what it is with not being able to hit the turbo launch here. I know Nate was playing the other night. Again, if you guys haven't done so yet, make sure you check out Solid Nate's channel. Nate, if you're still in here, throw a link to your channel in here. Actually, I don't know if you can because I don't know if you're a mod off the top of my head. But, well, you guys can always search for him too. He does. If you want to look, he and Megadan29 or Megaban29, if you'd prefer. Two of the best that I've ever seen as far as just doing no death runs on games and completing games, you know, perfectly. He was playing Mario Kart the other night and, you know, kind of struggling a little bit. Admittedly, he said he didn't, you know, hadn't played this a whole lot. And this is just a fun game to sit down and play. Ah, damn it. Please don't run over me. Wow, that mushroom lasted a long time. All right, we're going to do that one. All right, sounds good, Edgar. Thanks again, and email me. Kurt, you too. Make sure you guys both email me, and we'll get you out your one-up cards soon. There I was got on the gas a little bit too hard. Okay, we've got the red shell. We've got Yoshi right in front of us now. Ah, you booger. Well, at least we'll get Bowser on that one. All right, we can take the shortcut. If you guys have never seen the shortcut here, we're going to have it in a second. It's almost like a Donkey Kong kill screen. So definitely picked up some spots there. What I don't like about this version of Mario Kart is the fact that the competitors just seem to be able to pick up and have weapons at any time for any reason. Pass them on the outside. I don't think we're going to win this round overall. We'll do one more after this with, like I say, I'm going to go back to Yoshi after this one. Again, thanks everyone in the channel. Want to give some shout-outs, too, to some people as well. As far as some great content creators and whatnot to make sure to check out. I've really been getting into the world of, as far as watching and appreciating, the world of some of the sci-fi YouTubers out there. Definitely check out my friend over at the Anti-Trekker, ANTI-TREKKER. It's Michael Crawford, and he has some really good takes on Star Trek Discovery, you know, the older Star Treks. He does 2 or 3 live streams a week. Just a really sharp dude. Also, of course, the incomparable Russ Lyman. I don't know if you guys had seen earlier this week on Twitter, if you follow me there, at RoXolid Studios. Why RoXolid Studios and not RoXolid Productions there? Because Productions is too many characters, and so I had to truncate it somehow. Almost got that one. But Irene, aka Irsha Gaming, was looking for some underrated YouTube channels to check out. And if you have never seen Russ Lyman's channel, it's one that I cannot recommend highly enough. That dude should be over 1 million subs. That's not hyperbole. His content is that good. His camera work is great. His editing is flawless. I would put him up there against Riff from the Pixel Game Squad as far as just his quality as a videographer. He does amazing work. I don't know why I did not get credit for that turbo when I went over that, but we'll see. And I know that he's been kind of like me, where he's had some issues just trying to get content flowing. But make sure you check out Rax the Great as well. All great YouTubers to check out, great people, great members of the community to go out and support. And like I say, it's kind of neat to go out and check out some of the other communities out there. The sci-fi world is really neat. I love Michael J. Crawford's, like I say, his takes on Star Trek Discovery, on Marvel Cinematic Universe, on Captain Marvel. Just overall, he has got a really good way to look at things. Plus, his avatar is a poop emoji. Not chocolate pudding like I thought originally, but a poop emoji. Oof. One other one too, kind of in that same vein too, is a YouTuber by the name of Bird O Prey 5. He also goes through and he kind of does episode breakdowns of old Star Trek shows. So I know earlier today he was doing a stream on an episode of Star Trek Deep Space Nine, which is the best Star Trek ever made. Ugh. That was terrible. Kind of like the fact that my Milwaukee Brewers blew a lead today in the 9th against the Padres. That was pretty craptacular. Hit the pipe, did not hit DK. See, like right there, we are not even close to any of the prize blocks here, and Mario just happens to pull a star out of his rear end. Got him. I don't think that I'm going to be able to get Princess Toadstool, but yeah, she's gone. All right. Actually, you know what? It is 10 after 11. This has been a rough week. Like I say, Ginger is in the hospital right now. We were actually there from 9:30 or so until about 4 in the morning from Monday into Tuesday. Last night was a late night, taking her in and everything and just staying with her at the hospital. I think we're going to wrap it up at this point, but hopefully you guys learned a little something, some techniques about Super Mario Kart. Absolutely great game. It was the first one in the series, obviously, but it is, I still think, one of the best in the series. Do me a favor, like I mentioned earlier on, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. That absolutely helps the channel each and every time that you do that. If you haven't done so yet, which I can't figure that you folks here haven't, but make sure that you hit that subscribe button. That way you are kept most up to date with everything going on with the channel. You are given alerts, especially if you hit that bell notification icon to make sure that you are looped into everything that's going on. Kurt, this is going to be pretty much 8:30, 9 o'clock Central Time on is going to be when we're going to be streaming as we stream. So, well, you haven't been missing them because I haven't been able to do them. So I'm looking forward to trying to get into more live streaming. Um, so we'll see. I'm actually working on an approach to be able to do a two-person stream hosted on my channel, and I want to do it on Wednesdays, and I've got a format in mind, and it's going to be a topical format. And well, I'll just throw it out here and let you guys kind of know what it is, what I'm thinking of, and what I'm trying to do. And if you want to be involved, email me because I'm looking for people to have on the show as guests. My goal is to do it Wednesday nights, and the the name of the segment or the program or whatever you want to call it, the episodes, is going to be "What's Your Wednesdays." So basically, the idea about this came out from when I was at the Portland Retro Gaming last year with Riff and Gabo from the Pixel Game Squad, and we just got to riffing, no pun intended, on what's your favorite Mario game, what's your favorite Zelda game, what's your favorite Metro game, so on and so forth, and kind of going into what you like about a particular game in the series, and it may be things like, what's your favorite Sega console? What's your favorite Nintendo console? What's your favorite controller? Who's your favorite boss? What's the one game that you've never beat but you keep coming back to? What's the game that you can beat all the time and you keep coming back to? Who's in your Mount Rushmore of wrestlers? Just kind of branching out to things like that. So if you see this after the fact, if you want to be a part of What's Your Wednesdays moving forward, email me at roxsolidmail@gmail.com. And the main thing is you just need to have a microphone and a webcam so that you can appear on screen. The goal of that is to kind of keep it to about 20 to 30 minutes and go from there. And just keep it very light and conversational and keep it fun. So throw it to the stream for one last second, see if there's any questions or anything. Will I ever do a live stream playing with your followers? Fightcade and Fightcade 2, you can play old arcade games with people online, friends. I'm not a huge online gamer, Kurt. Maybe. And if I do anything, it would be like either through the PlayStation 4, through something like that, or through the Switch, using like the Switch Online or something like that. I've tried to do it in the past, and I've tried to do it like with one of the most fun multiplayer games out there is Use Your Words. John Riggs got me hooked on it, and it's so much fun. And the nice thing is, because I have it, you don't need to buy it to play. You can basically just play along when everything gets set up. There is essentially a code that you go to. I think it's just wordplay.com, or it's whatever Words with Friend, whatever their URL is. You enter this room number and this code, and you can get in. I think 6 or 8 people can play, and you play through your laptop, your tablet, or your cell phone. I host everything through my Switch or my PS4, whatever we're streaming with. And there is a built-in delay, so you don't have to worry about me getting the answers or the opportunity to answer before anybody else. And just so much fun. It's the best way I can describe it is it's Cards Against Humanity, but you play it online through your device. And I've tried to do that a couple of times, and there's just no takers. Retro games from the 80s, 90s, or NES. I'll have to look into it. Kurt, if you can send me a link, I'll look into it. I've never been a huge online gamer, ever. I mean, from time to time, I would play Mario Kart Wii online. I never play online on my PS4 unless Cassie's here and we're doing something there. She does Call of Duty all the time, and she's on an Xbox, and I'm on the Wii, or on the Wii. I'm still on the Wii. She's on her Xbox. I'm on my Switch or my PS4. I don't have Call of Duty for the Xbox, and I really don't like the Xbox. I hate the controller, which that's one of those things that I have heard that there was some changes coming. John, we'll get to that in a second. So yeah, and part of it too is just crossplay is just kind of a pain in the butt. I tried Fortnite a couple of times, and because I don't have time to just live in that game, I'm terrible at it, and I don't want to spend the time to get better at it. So that's that. So interesting thing too. So John Early brings up the tariffs and that Nintendo's moved production. Apple has also announced something similar as well. Well, not Apple directly, but their biggest component supplier, Foxconn. They are moving more and more production to the U.S., including to their new facilities up in Racine, Wisconsin, about half an hour from where I grew up. So I think you're going to see that a lot more as these tariffs continue. And I know people get bent out of shape that it costs people more because of these tariffs. It works both ways because our stuff gets tax going there. So I'd rather have the stuff made in the U.S. if we can. Thing is that prices are going to go up because of it. So it's one of those where if you're going to fight for Made in America, you've got to be willing to pay the price for Made in America. So there's that. But I think that's going to do it for me here tonight. I've got a couple dogs that are dog tired. Yes, manufacturing is on the rise in the U.S. the past 2 years. What's changed in the last 2 years? Orange Man bad. No, I'm just kidding about that. I actually didn't vote for him. I think I've said before in the past that I didn't vote for either of the candidates running for president back in crap. I can't think of what year was that. Was that 16? Yeah, I guess that would have been 16. Didn't vote for any of the candidates at the top of the ticket. I actually wrote in a candidate. I wrote in Scott Walker and Paul Ryan. I'm conservative with libertarian leanings. They most follow what I support and whatnot, and Hillary was going to win Illinois anyways because Chicago. So yeah, Californians, we are the most taxed state ever. Illinois, hold my beer. Dear Lord, they just raised so many taxes here recently. It's stupid. They doubled the gas tax, forcing other taxes on people. My property taxes went up. I hate Illinois. I hate Illinois. I hate Illinois. But like, comment, share, subscribe, donate if you can. CastleManiaGames.com, promo code ROX10. $1 and up supporters on Patreon.com/RoXolid. You're going to get some RoXolid 1-up cleaning cards. And Kurt and Edgar, you've got a couple of these coming. And then I forget who it was from Southeast Game Exchange, and I feel stupid for it, but it's late. I'm tired, and I haven't been sleeping much. New Jersey has a rain tax. There's a philosophy in the state of Illinois. If it moves, tax it. If it doesn't move, tax it. They wanted to tax YouTube in the state of Illinois. YouTube. How? I don't know. But they wanted to do it. Why? Because they could. Alrighty, guys and gals. I'm out of here. Have a good night. More content's coming. I'm hoping to get 2 or 3 things recorded this weekend. Well, I can kind of let you know what I'm working on there. I have the Hyperkin HDMI cable for the PlayStation 1 and 2 that I have to do the review on. I have the Yoke wireless controller for the PlayStation Classic that I have to review. I also have the 8-bit Do or 8-bit Do USB Bluetooth dongle designed for the PlayStation Classic Edition that I need to review. I need to do the comparison between the Year 1 and Year 2 At Games Genesis system and the 8-bit Do, the new, what is it? It's not the SN30 Pro, but the version 2 wireless controller for the NES Classic Edition. John, if I move out of Illinois, I'm going back home to Wisconsin. I miss it too much. It's where my daughter's at, and I want to be back home. That's just home. That's where my brewers are. That's where my daughter is. That's where my memories, my family are, and that's where I want to be. That's one of those things of the job is where the job is. Way to end things on a downer, dude. Holy cow. All right, I'm out of here, guys. We will see you soon. Thanks again for all the support. Thank you to everyone, all 7,011 of you who help keep this channel going, help keep the lights on. And until the next time, I am checked out, gone.